It's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered. And then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. On third down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Here we go. Mike 58, right there. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
Check four, check four. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Another run with Mitchell. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for James Conner, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Connor going to get it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. Fielded at the 20. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Cardinals hit 8-2 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. Get your swerve on. Mike 15. Mike 15. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you've got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Everyone, 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Know your job. Everyone, 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Everyone, 36.
More the man in motion.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. Big Ace open. Big Ace open. In your nightmares. Everyone, 36.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
I got one. Tight end right. Tight end right.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
In motion left comes Brown.
You gotta get that.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Niners first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Huntley to throw. Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Huntley. Out to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Gould is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Murray now on first down. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Murray. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hey. We got 3. Three down. Check 3.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Mike 37. Defense wins championships, baby. And we're going 37 is the Mike. Mike 37.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
37 is the Mike. Mike 37. I'm here all day.
To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Throwing now is Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys have now moved out in front. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Huntley. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. Huntley. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Able to find Isabella. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Come back. Omaha.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cards have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So this, Charles, a tight game through the first 2 quarters, but they've come out in this second half and really took the fight to them.
And you and I both know that in the locker room at halftime, both sides' head coaches emphasize the first 5 minutes of the second half, getting out and establishing yourselves. One team has definitely done that.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Come on, swim. Better bring it. Show it. Deuce. Right, fellas, right. Let's go.
2nd down and goal. Murray. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Mike 15. I know he ain't got it. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Here I come.
Murray now. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Cardinals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Garoppolo looks to throw.
Here I come again.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open. Big Ace, Big Ace.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The man in motion is Brown.
You got nothing. And we're going 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Here we go. Hey, shift. Here we go.
From the gun, Murray. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here we go. Watch the screen. Pass. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Hey, gun. Watch the run. 12, fellas, here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And out of bounds right around the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here we go. 11. Watch tight end. Two. Tighten up. Check 24.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 2.
58, right there. 21, 21. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Watch the pass. 58 for Mike, 58.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. A 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Connor up the middle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 54 yards. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo on the move to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo sliding out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Conner. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 35 yards. And the Cardinals extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Push him back. Push him back. 58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Cards, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the 49ers,